folks. Good morning. Good Tuesday morning, December the 8th. It's a little bit cool outside. Would you agree? A little chilly. A little cold.
Perfect.
All the kids were wrapped up in their blankets this morning. So because somebody...
Lily is now wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Lily's in shorts and a t-shirt. That's good. All right. Well, good to see y'all. Good to be on here. Let you know we had a good trip to Texas and back. Got the young couple married, and they're on their, they're actually on their honeymoon right now. Good to see some folks and visit a little bit and just get away for a couple of nights, but it's always good to be back and be home, right? We are still packing, just to give you an update. We're still packing and sorting and getting all that good stuff ready for our move. Unfortunately, our closing date has been moved. And it was supposed to be Thursday, the 10th. That was supposed to be our closing date, all that good stuff. It's been moved now, and they have not given us a closing date. A week, maybe? 2 weeks? We don't know yet. We're kind of pushing them for that. So hopefully we will know soon. We will know soon. So that's where we are, kind of in a limbo, but we're still packing and cleaning and sorting, getting rid of, and all that good stuff. So that's that. All right. We need to start with a joke or two because one of the jokes was not liked as much.
Two jokes.
So here's the first joke. I got to look at it again because I forgot the exact wording. There we go. Why do Dasher and Dancer love coffee? Why do Dasher and Dancer love coffee? You know why? Because they are Santa's Starbucks.
I don't get it.
Exactly, Lily. You don't get it. That's right. That's why we have to do the second joke. Are you ready? This is a good joke. Why did the A go to the bathroom and come out as an E? You know why? Because it had a vowel movement. That's funny.
Boo.
That's a good one, too. Had a vowel movement. All right. Okay. We're going to do our little devotional today, and it shouldn't be too long, but it's good to be on here with y'all. You ever just got to the point where you just wanted to give up? Just wanted to quit? Just wanted to be like, I'm done, right? Well, here's the thing. If we look through Scripture and we search through His Word, we find out that if you want to be a righteous woman or a righteous man of God, we have to learn how to be resilient. I think especially these days, with all the changes, with all the junk that's going on, with you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? We don't know. With all that, we have to be very, very resilient in who we are and in what we do as believers in Jesus. And here's the thing. Being resilient doesn't mean that we're going to succeed all the time. Being resilient means that when we stumble, notice I didn't say if, when, because we are. We're going to fail. We're going to stumble. Being resilient means that we are guaranteed to get back up. We're going to get back up. We're guaranteed to. Now, there are a lot of factors that go on that can cause us to fail, to stumble, to fall down, to mess up. But if you get back up, who knows what positive things might come? Who knows what good things God might use out of that to see how your actions will change the world and culture around you. If we just look at our history books are full of people who were resilient, who stumbled and fell and failed, but people who didn't give up. They were resilient and kept on going. They didn't give up. They didn't stop until they got to that success, that goal that they wanted. Now let's go back in our American history. General George Washington. Do you know, if we look at his success, his military success, it's not a success at all. He lost 2/3 of the battles that he fought. 2/3. He lost 2/3 of the battles. that he fought in the American Revolution against the British. He kept retreating because he didn't have the men, the resources. He didn't have all that. But he didn't give up. And eventually, he won the Revolutionary War, became the first American president. And we look at him as a father of our country, one of the founding fathers. We look at him as a great hero. But he lost 2/3 of the battles that he fought. Napoleon. This is kind of cool. Napoleon dominated continental Europe, right? He dominated continental Europe as the Emperor of France. But earlier in his life, if we go back and we study earlier in his life, do you know that he graduated 42nd in his class out of 43 students? 42nd out of 43. He wasn't the smartest kid in the classroom there. He wasn't the brightest crayon in the box. But he's regarded as this military genius, and his strategies are still studied today. Wow. Albert Einstein. You might know this about Albert Einstein. One of the greatest scientific minds of all time. He didn't speak a single word until he was more than 4 years old. Wish my kids were like that. No, I'm teasing. But he did so poorly in school. He did so awful in school that at 16 he failed to pass an entrance exam for the Swiss Polytechnic School. He didn't pass the exam. But then he went on to reinvent science and math as we know it. What an incredible thing to not give up, to have that resilience. And then I have to throw a sports figure in there, right? I have to throw a sports figure in there. Babe Ruth. When I say Babe Ruth, people who don't know sports that much know the name Babe Ruth, right? One of the greatest baseball players of all time. He hit 714 home runs in his career, a record that stood for almost 40 years. For 40 years. But guess what? He struck out over 1,300 times. 1,330 to be exact. For years, Ruth held the record for most home runs and strikeouts. He held the record for both. But he didn't give up. Now, here's the thing. I don't hold any of these men, any of these examples up as examples of godly living. It's not what I'm doing. But I want you to see that these people did not give up. They had resilience. They accomplished much in the eyes of the world because they didn't give up. Imagine what God can do with a righteous man and a righteous woman who keep moving forward together, even though they may stumble and they may fall. Think about what God can do with people who are resilient and never give up. Think about that. Here's our passage of scripture for the day. This is what I want you to see. It's found in the book of Galatians. It says, so let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. It's Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. Go look it up. This is one you want to mark, you want to circle, maybe you want to write it on a card and put it on your mirror, on your fridge. But let's not get tired of doing what is good. It's easy to get tired. It's easy to throw in the towel. It's easy to say enough. But let's not get tired of doing what is good. I want to ask you one more question, and we're going to be done for the day. But what goals do you have in life that you've been afraid to pursue because you thought you might fail? What goals do you have in your life? What big things, big dreams that maybe you've stopped pursuing because you're afraid you might fail? This passage of scripture says, let's not get tired of doing what's good. At just the right time, we're going to reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Never give up. Never give in. Be resilient. The world needs to see believers in Jesus who are resilient. No matter what lockdowns or social distancing or this or that or new things come out about how we can't gather, we can't, whatever, that's fine. We'll obey the law, but we're going to be resilient in our belief, in our faith, in the way that we honor and worship our Jesus. Let's be resilient. Never give up. Keep going. All right. Well, that's your word for the day. We've spent enough time on here. Let's get going. We got a long day ahead of us. It's going to be a good day. A cool day, right? I don't know. When it's cool and not and crisp, I seem to get more done. I don't know why. Maybe it's not because I'm soaked in sweat. All right, Bentley, I'll keep petting you. I've had this dog nudging my arm the whole time this morning. All right. Well, many blessings to y'all. Love you. Appreciate you. Hope you're having off to a good start today. Grab you a cup of coffee or hot chocolate or tea or whatever you choose. It's a good day for a hot drink. And then let's get to work and let's not give up. Let's be resilient in all that we do. All right? Remember, as God is blessing you, take that opportunity to be a blessing to someone else. Love you all. Appreciate you. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.